What's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 3 of the Turbo Genesis build. Today we're going to be mounting up the turbo, installing the intercooler and the intercooler piping, and starting the Genesis up for the first time.
Hurry up, cut. This turbo's heavy.
Alright, so we have taken off the oil filter housing thing. I don't know what the fuck you call it.
Check it out, right here. The oil filter screws up in here, like most cars screw on. This screws up in here. And this goes in the front of the block, like that. So now we're putting the adapter plate probably in between this for the oil feed line.
Yep, and that's right there. So here's what we've done. We've got all these pipes in here. I don't know, last time we did an update, but we got this pipe that goes to the original catback that I had.
It doesn't line up correctly, but that's beside the point. We're gonna fix all that eventually. We need to get another bolt because the one they gave us started cross threading, so we're gonna get another bolt and nut before we put the wastegate on. We can either, you have the option to either dump it from here into here, or you could cut it short and angle it down however you want. We decided to cap it off. He wants to run it down here. We're gonna run it out right here.
Yep, we're gonna run an open wastegate. So that'll be loud, won't it? Think it'll be loud? No? Okay.
Or yeah, you can use some pipe from here to here. Here to here. You know how loud that's gonna be though?
Yeah, that's what I want.
Stupid loud.
That's what I want, dude. Yep. We're done with the underside of the car right now, other than the wastegate, which we'll come back to later. We just gotta get new bolts for it because they started cross threading.
See if you can get that oil return and how you had to tap that up there.
Up here.
About the plate. Sandwich plate.
Yep, we did the new oil filters in. We put the sandwich plate in between there, and
there's the oil return.
Ran the oil return, or not the return, the feed line. The feed line's right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. And the return's right here. We got it. It's not going anywhere right now, but we gotta still hook it up to the turbo and shit, which we're getting ready to do.
So what we're doing right now is removing the washer fluid reservoir to make room for some of the intercooler piping and the intake. They give you a little black container that you put your washer fluid in, but I still haven't installed that yet. The turbo kit is done right now. My car's sitting outside. It's running good. It's been done for about a week and a half now, and it's been running great. And I know a lot of people are asking about how much power it makes. On turbokits.com it says 525 horsepower at the crank on 8 psi. I'm running about 7 psi. I've seen it flash to 8 on occasion. Where I put the boost gauge at, it's hard to look at it and do a pull at the same time, so I'm just going by what Carson has told me because he's watched them while I've done a pull. AFRs are looking good. Everything's running great. I just have a small oil leak on the feed line of the turbo, which I will get fixed real soon. I just need to get some type of thread sealant or something. It's not a big leak, it's just a small minor leak, so it's not a big deal right now. But let's get on with the turbo build.
So we had to take the turbo back out to get the windshield washer fluid thing out of there because it was in the way of our intercooler piping.
So we're changing the spark plugs now, and we're trying to figure out how to gap these because we don't know what we need gapping.
I would do this or I would do this.
coffee?
No.
So we got the washer fluid reservoir out of there. Now we're mounting the turbo back on our piping. Alright guys, so we have the wastegate installed and the line is right here. We got it ran up through here. I have to put a couple T's in it because one of the T's has to go to loose gauge, one has to go to blow off valve. Oh, and then there's one that's got to go here. And so we got a lot of T's that we have to put in this line and put it different places. But turbo's in, oil feed and oil returns in, blow off valve is in, and this was a pain in the ass to get on there because this silicone fitting here is like way smaller than the diameter of these two, so it took us
We had to take
a lot of force.
It's super fucking tight.
Yeah, it was really fucking tight.
How tight was it?
Then we had to go to Walmart and buy new hose clamps because we used the wrong hose clamps on the oil return for the turbo. Because we used the clamps that was supposed to go on here. So we had to buy more clamps, but this is on here now. We have to figure out this issue because this is not on the turbo enough right now. So we'll have to move that over. And then we'll start putting the intercooler and all the other piping in. And then work on the gauges, put the new ECU in, and we should be able to start it up after we put oil in.
Cause aside from my soul, cause aside now there goes aside from my soul, cause aside from my soul,
in order to fit the intercooler on here, we had to cut these off because the pipe hit it. And we got to drill 2 holes in the front, I guess, what would you call it? Bumper? Yeah. Bumper, like, bumper frame, I guess. And then over here, we have to take a grinder and cut this off so that our intake will fit in there. So.
Somebody needs to do the ECU so we can start this shit. Somebody start on the ECU and the gauges. Are you running stock fuel pump?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. Stock injectors.
Well, that's fine, but
It's direct inject.
oh shit!
There you go.
I don't even fucking know. You need to tighten these up too, Ron, before you forget.
What? Oh yeah.
See, all my clamps face the same way, easy access, and you put one on that's upside down backwards. Flip it around. No, you can flip it around.
Alright, we got the intercooler on here. All the piping is on there, tight. Now, right now we're just tightening up these 3 clamps. And gotta put this back in. I just put some oil in it. I gotta check, make sure it's all in there. Like all the oil we need. And I dumped it everywhere, of course, but
But they didn't get a phone.
yeah. We're gonna do vacuum lines, hook up the gauges, change the ECU, and then we're done.
You ready for it to be turboed, guys?
Yeah. We're driving it tonight.
Tonight,
It's going to happen.
the third night of the build.
This is not tight.
That's the way it is. Alright, this thing's starting to come together now. Carson is putting the ECU in from BTR, so shout out to BTR for hooking it up with the ECU. And we're putting this little chode filter on here. Devin is. Everything's hooked up. Turbo's in, heat blankets in, intake's hooked up. The pod filter down here. Hopefully it's in focus. Okay.
ECU's in.
ECU's in?
Yep.
ECU's in. What do we gotta do? I got the oil in the car.
Crank it. Prime it. Crank it.
Put that in it. Still gotta hook the gauges up.
Start with all the gauges. Where's your wideband? Hand me your wideband.
Gauge?
Yeah.
It's on the floor over here. It's on the floor over there.
Battery. Why does that start?
I took the injector one out. It's one you told me to take out.
Take out another one, because that should have started. Keep cranking.
Carson, fuck out of the way.
Crank. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Was that the oil at the turbo? Said hold on. Is that the oil up the turbo?
Crank it. Let's just use the back end. Crank it one more time. Yeah. Hey, it's on fire! Hey, let it off! How's that run? You good? Check watch your gauges. Stay in there and watch them.
We just started the car, checked everything. We took what oil was in it and drained it out, changed the oil, put AMS oil, 5W40 in it, and I'm gonna take it for a test drive now. You're gonna have to do that again.
Oh my god. I'm gonna stick the camera mic out closer to the window.
Alright, I'm good.
Oh shit.
Only went for like 5 minutes. Carson. Fuck yeah. That is a happy man right there. Bro. Oh shit, the bed. It was fucking awesome.
I want to say thanks to Blood Type Racing for supplying the ECU. I had zero trouble with the car. It runs great. The ECU they sent me actually runs better than it did stock, which was surprising. I don't know how they do it. Blood Type Racing definitely knows how to tune these cars, and they know what they're doing. So if you guys are looking for a tune, definitely check out BTR. I think they're in Illinois, and I might be going up there for a custom tune whenever I can get time, hopefully this spring, because right now it's winter and I don't think it'd be a good idea to drive up there. But I've been somewhat easy on the car. I haven't been beating the piss out of it every day, even though I definitely want to, but it runs great. Also want to say thanks to Forge for sending me the blow-off valve and TurboSmart for sending me the wastegate. Both function really good, work the way they're supposed to, and I had zero problems with it. The entire kit as a whole worked flawlessly. It went in 3 days. Didn't have to do any fabrication. Everything fit together like it was supposed to. We did have to cut some things to make some stuff fit, and we also had to weld a flange onto the piece of pipe for the wastegate, which we ended up just dumping out and running an open wastegate, which sounds pretty good, but it is pretty loud. The heat wrap that the kit comes with actually keeps the heat down low enough that you can put your hand on top of the heat wrap and it won't burn you, which was pretty cool. I tried it myself, it does work. So the heat wrap is definitely a good investment if you guys are getting a turbo kit. You may not like the look of it, but that's not why it's there. It's not made to look cool, it's made to keep heat out of your engine bay, which is very important, and it does the job. So huge shout out to TurboKits.com for putting such a solid kit together. Definitely one of the best investments I've done to the car so far. It's so fun. I did pay for the kit. They didn't give me the whole kit for free. As far as future mods, there is some stuff I still want to do. The stock clutch is definitely not going to hold up very long. Right now it's holding up fine, but I don't think it will hold up very long. So we're going to have to get a new clutch. I want to get new wheels, new tires. I definitely need some wider tires. Right now I'm running all seasons on it because it is winter time, so I'm going to run all seasons in the winter. It doesn't snow a whole lot here. When it does snow, the all seasons that I got are enough to get me by. Also want to do suspension work. If I go to a track or something, I want to make sure it's not going to overheat, so I might get a new Mishimoto radiator. Also need an oil cooler and a few other odds and ends that I'll eventually put on the car. But for now, it runs fine, does good. Stay tuned for a full video just dedicated to some pools in the car. I'm waiting on some good weather. Right now it's raining, or I would have done it already. But hit the like button, and I'll see you guys later.